Hello, everybody. So, I like to do sometimes for a laugh, and I was doing it on my phone. I can't remember what I can't I can't remember specifically where I was, but not that that matters. But we all have a bit of smartphone addiction, don't we? So sometimes I'll do certain things on my phone, whether it'll be check YouTube or whatever, Facebook or some shite. Uh, and every now and again, I'll go to one of Lorne's videos on his YouTube channel, and I will read the comments because they are hilarious. And it's it it's an absolute marvel that this guy brought out a YouTube channel. I mean, he was egged on and manipulated by people to do it, but it's still amazing that he thought that he could that there could be any positive effect for him, that he could make money out of it. I mean, it was all about him and making money, and which is, the majority of people's reasons that they're on YouTube. Um, but like this, I thought there's not that many comments. Ironically, there's more comments in the videos analysing this video than the actual video. Example of his past is a video that I've already covered. It makes me sound like a journalist, but looked at in detail, shall we say? When he blames the mac and cheese, not getting mac and cheese and meatballs from his sibling. In fact, tell you what, I know I've already done it, but let's just have a quick listen so we can get a bit of context.
That manner.
Oh, hang on.
There is an example of five
You can see, looking at his face, the sincerity. He believes the shit he's coming out with.
that there is
Well, sort of. The kind of look away. You see that you can see it all in his face. He believes he's coming out with a plausible story, but yet there's a part of him that knows it's utter shit. He's just a liar, There's no sincerity in that human being at all. But as not to single Lorne out, there's unfortunately many, many people like that in the world. But it is the humour that's contained within this video, the fact that he could justify his actions by blaming other people. So there's not an element of responsibility in this video.
never seen the macaroni and cheese.
Look at the way he turned away in disgust then. It's so funny.
Think of macaroni and cheese, and um, to this day, I've never seen the macaroni and cheese.
But what's so funny is that from his perspective, he was betrayed by his family. So that meant he couldn't think straight, which meant he was susceptible to committing very despicable crimes. And also, he said in the video, I'll tell you what it was that made me think about this. Raptor Bacon did a video about, it said locker room, and it was Lorne talking about this in a kind of locker room echo kind of thing. It was like, and I listened to the whole thing. From Lorne's perspective, he was betrayed by his family, so that made him more susceptible to committing these crimes. I'm trying to look at this as objectively as possible, not ridiculing him for the sake of ridiculing him, right? It's like we've mentioned in some of the streams we've done with Tiffany and Shin and Amanda James. It's ludicrous that he didn't. It's first, it's comedy gold that this guy thought he could blame not getting mac and cheese on trying to sexually violate a child. It's fucking hilarious. But from his perspective, what he's saying is he was betrayed by his family, and that basically sent him on a downward spiral, and then he committed crimes that he wouldn't have necessarily committed. I am going to say something rather remarkable now and say that it is possible that if his family hadn't have fucked him over, that he might have not gone down that path and done that crime at that point. It's kind of irrelevant because the seed of the crimes that he committed were already inside him. You know, if I was trying to think, if someone, I mean, I don't put myself in situations where that can happen to me, but I don't know. Let's just say one of my mates rang me up and fucking said, "Andrew, lend me £1,000." I'm like, right, all right, there you go. And he didn't give it me back. Then I would feel betrayed. It's probably a bad example because I'm different at Lorne, dealing with those kind of situations. But let's just say I split up with a fucking girl and it sent me nuts, and that's happened in the past. Fuck off. Yeah. Anyway, let's just I'm fucking babbling now, but let's just say someone did something very bad to me and I struggled to deal with it, family member, friend, or whatever. I could engage in activities that might be slightly out of character. I might be a bit sharp with people, ignore people, be rude to people maybe because I've got a lot of anger inside me. And that anger will manifest if you don't deal with it properly. If it's not processed correctly, which as humans we don't do. We're not very good at these type of things. It's kind of the stage that we're at. Then people go, "Oh, fucking, have you seen Andrew lately? He's been a bit of a twat, But I'm not going to go out and try and sleep with a kid. Do you know what I mean? You might engage in sexual activity that, you might sleep around or... I was going to say abuse women, but I meant use is probably a better... Use women and go on one-night stands and whatnot, which isn't the highest thing you can do, but obviously you can't compare it with what Lorne did. But it's kind of irrelevant because he's not developed enough, he's not aware enough to correlate that event with what he actually did. It's totally, you just can't process it correctly. He's not developed enough as a human. He doesn't know and fully appreciate or accept that it doesn't matter what someone did to you. You're responsible for your own actions. People don't go and do what he did. He doesn't understand, or he doesn't want to understand, that the problems that he's got with him are deep rooted, and they were always going to manifest at some point. If he hadn't got if he'd got his mac and cheese, something would have pissed him off at some point that would have led him to that type of behaviour. To sort of use his siblings as an excuse for that type of behaviour is quite remarkable, really. It's getting me a little bit... I thought this was going to be a fun video where we just read the comments, but I'm actually getting a bit pissed off. It's like, he actually, if you think about the gravity of what he's done, he's really blaming his siblings. They let him down. He idolised them. So that's why he did this, and they are responsible for the mess that he's in. Oh my word. Anyway, let's have a read of these comments, shall we? This is the greatest I can never say that word. Satirical comedy I've ever heard. You're not wrong. He won't tell us about his past because he's not smart enough. Yeah, at the beginning of the video, he said there's certain things that he's not going to talk about. It kind of makes it sound a bit arrogant, like, you don't need to know, I've got no right to tell you. Well, no. He basically just said not getting mac and cheese made him try to a child. What a freak, yeah. Always get your contracts in writing, especially when it involves something like yeah, that's a cracker, I like that. Yeah, fuck it, that's just remarkable. Lorne has no siblings, this is all a lie. Oh, love the mac and cheese yourself. It's not... Oh, make the mac and cheese yourself. It's not exactly hard. They probably didn't want to see you ever again. Then again, who would? Society will never forgive you and quite frankly shouldn't. You are lucky that the child you tried to meet and groom didn't even exist. You would have ruined their life. People are out on the streets through no fault of their own and you have no roof over your head. What? And you have a roof over your head, right? Okay, yeah. Yeah. I mean, it is. What's this? Ooh. Not seen that before. Fucking hell. Yeah, it's another facet of the Lorne saga. The fact that he had this YouTube channel is a fountain of golden resources. It's remarkable. Well, not resources, but you get what I'm saying. It's like a cash cow, innit, of comedy and intrigue and hypocrite and hypocrisy. That it's like when we went to court and the judge said you're never going to win, but he can't accept that he's not in the wrong. At no stage has there ever been even a hint of responsibility. You know, it's fucking amazing. Ate mac and cheese while I watched this. Was your crew supposed to get paid in shitty food also? That's a good one. Because he had he was saying in the video that he had his crew when he was going to do the work on Betty's house. Just for anybody that doesn't know, I'm sure that there might be one or two. Betty is someone that Lorne was employed by. A couple, her husband was still alive at the time, God bless him. He was going to do work on someone's house and he fucked him over basically, and ran away with around about $25,000. And he says in this video, example of my past, that him not getting the deviled egg mac and cheese and meatballs was also the reason why Betty's job went wrong. So he's blaming his siblings also on him screwing over an old couple. And he couldn't pay the crew. He didn't pay the crew, so his crew got fucked over. If he had a crew at all, fuck knows. Can you imagine who'd take orders from that freak? Can you imagine? I can't even begin to. But that's what it says here. Was your crew supposed to get paid in shitty food? It's like, imagine at the end of the day, like, gather round, guys. I've got today's takings. There you go. Ant, there's your meatballs, and Simon, come over here. There's your mac and cheese. What a load of bollocks! Oh my God, I've been literally weeping watching this video. How can someone endure this much trauma without suffering a mental break? I don't think I'll ever be the same after hearing this story. Now, the reason you left is because you stole 30 grand off Betty, you muppet. Poor guy, you never saw the mac and cheese. Do you know what, though? Do you know what the funny thing is? Lorne would read that comment if he still was allowed access to the internet, and he'd believe that. He'd say, see, someone understands. That's the way his brain works. Cut to what's that say? Cut to the chase. Cut to the chase. I think you mean. You were going to have sex with somebody else's child. Well, everybody's somebody else's child, but I get what you're saying. You screwed yourself over. Nobody else screwed you over. Nobody forced you to make that trip to the Sting house. Well, he didn't want to go, did he, Annette? So, you know what I mean? You're being a bit harsh there, sweetheart. Lies. Oh, it's William Fetters. He makes a lot of comments and appears in the live streams. This is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. This is why you ripped off Betty. That's disgusting. You're disgusting. And the end. You have no heart. This is a very sad story. I put a like on that. That's funny. Lorne got monetized. Yeah, this fucking channel is still monetized. It's still getting. Yeah. What's all that about? So someone somewhere, and I think we know who, is still actually getting income from Lorne's channel. Fucking hell. What? No way. I can't believe this idiot blames everyone else for his attempted child molestation. I'll tell you what, Lorne. Try to take responsibility on the things you did, and maybe we might lessen the abuse we inflict on you. I can't guarantee that, but everyone has problems, dude. Yeah, mac and cheese is gold. Mac and cheese is good. Okay. The stories I could tell you. The stories I could tell of the time I was promised and Mr. What the fuck? What's Mr. Bip? Hey, here's your Christmas present. I hope you like it. I want mac and cheese for my present. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. That. Why would it? I wonder how much of that fucking story is actually true. Do you know what I mean? It'd be interesting to know, wouldn't it? I do believe there is an element of truth there. It's just odd the way he tells it as well. He's like, right, I know I shouldn't, but let's just dive right in there at 2 minutes.
The sibling went up to their house, and I did $700 worth of work, including paying for my crew and even using some of the materials that I had and all that. And I told them if they...
Oh, shut up, man. I've had enough already. You get the point. It's like the tale he tells. It's like a joke. You're waiting for the punchline, aren't you? Like 3 siblings. I do work for 3 siblings. Each of those siblings offers me a meal in return. I do the work. It's like a riddle or a fucking joke. It's like... That must have really hurt, Lorne. You truly, I can't read today. You truly are a blithering idiot. I'm going to blame my lack of reading on, I just did about a 10-mile run before in fucking sub-zero temperatures. He was throwing it down, man. That's what I'm blaming it on. I'm blaming my lack of reading ability on the weather. It's its fault, not mine. Holy fucking shit, dude, you are fucked in the head. Who did you sell the house to? Oh yeah, he also blamed his siblings on the fact that he sold a house worth 6 figures for about fucking $8,000 or something. A message from right, let's not go there. Oh God, you probably stiffed you out of the food because you're a douche to begin with. This dude legit comes off like an IQ of 60, 70. He acts like a grown child. Knowing Lorne, he currently has no pants on. Just got done screaming at his fake girlfriend for like 9 hours after this video. He's going to drink a couple 17 beers, then drive to Tony and Wendy's place so they can take advantage of him. Lorne is like a character in a deranged video game. That's a fucking great way of putting it. One of our siblings did something horrible to me, Lorne. My older brother threw a water balloon at me when I was little and got my hair all wet. I drowned him. I drowned him for it 5 years later. Reminder to always give your relatives homemade mac and cheese you promise them so they don't try to rape children. Yeah. That's what I mean. The comedy contained within this video is just remarkable. Right, for all you guys that have been around, guys means female and male, by the way. For all you people that have been around from Lorneography since the beginning, remember what it was like pre-contact and the mystery. And we used to think about, oh, wouldn't it be great if Lorne could listen to this video that we're doing and all that kind of stuff. And the mystery of what he was up to. Just think back then if you knew that he was going to bring out his own YouTube channel and make videos like this. It's remarkable. So your siblings took over 3 grand from you, which made it okay to take 30,000 from a poor old lady and try to fuck a 13-year-old. Brilliant. My father, grandfather, and great grandfather were all police officers, including myself. One thing I remember they used to tell me: a leopard never changes its spots. Get it? Question mark. Fuck off. Google my name. I'm real. No troll here, boy. This is a perfect Snickers commercial in the making. Friend, hey Lorne, here, eat a Snickers. Lorne, why? Because you're acting like a fucking sex predator. Snickers, no you're not. When you're hungry. What? Don't fucking get that. Lorne, I wonder what in the world you are going to do when you pass away. What in the world are you going to do when you pass away and you're waiting your entry to hell? I heard the waiting list is years and years before you even get approved to get in. There are so many pedos on waiting lists that need to be processed. This is actually sad and really sucks, but it doesn't justify. What? It doesn't justify get to the bottom of the problem of you being attracted to young people, man. This is actually sad and really sucks. No, it isn't. Do you know what the ironic thing about all this is? Probably a misunderstanding on Lorne's part. Do you know what I mean? I'd love to know the actual truth of it. I know if someone doesn't make me a side dish that I request, my first response is child molesting. You did. Lol, as outlandish and silly as that sounds, that's actually how he makes it sound. And in a comment on this video, admits that he never would have gotten involved in the sting if it wasn't for his siblings not giving him the side dish. He's literally blaming his attempt. Yeah, it's remarkable. It really is. It's, I'll come back to this video after a few months and I'll still be like scratching my head, going, "Hang on a minute." I'm not convinced that the reality that I'm living in now is real. I can't get my head around that this is actually a truthful event in the universe. What the fuck is this idiot talking about? Lorne hold a grudge longer than a Confederate widow. How did you pay your crew? With a very little amount of macaroni and cheese. He fed them with bologna. Bologna. I know. Why? It's just remarkable that you even got a YouTube channel. How many hours do you have? That's what I mean. It isn't just some accidental thing that he got involved in. There was a month long of manipulation of a child. You know what I mean? Tragic. Some kids get raped by their parents, uncles, blah, 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 blah. Apparently being a victim of sexual abuse cannot compare to being shafted financially or being food deprived by siblings. Do you know what the funny thing as well about this is? It's not even that big a deal. Like, if you've been let down by people, it's never nice. But we're talking about like some food that he didn't get. We're not talking about him going bankrupt or him getting beaten up by one of them, or it really is just ludicrous. I remember listening to it for the first time. I wish I'd have done a reaction video, and it was just I was like, I couldn't. I think that was the moment I actually thought that Lorne had us all along, and that he was, because there was always the theory out there that he wasn't real. It was some kind of bizarre, that Lorne was an actor, that no human could possibly do the things that he did deliberately. And when I was watching that video, I was like, at one point I was convinced that it was all a setup, that Lorne was, for whatever reason, whether it's some kind of comedy thing, he's going to do like a movie like Sacha Baron Cohen or something, and Lorne was a kind of Borat type character. Very nice. It'd be like, sorry. I thought that was it when I was listening to him blaming the lack of mac and cheese, and it had to be mac and cheese as well, that meal that's so famous with him. I was like, he's had us all along. That's the only explanation that a human being could come out with this drivel. Seriously, Luke. Everybody's family takes advantage, period. That doesn't mean we go out and try. Oh, it really is fucking remarkable. Lorne, I feel your pain. One time I didn't get baked beans on the anniversary of my goldfish's death, so I went on a murdering spree. I killed a whole lot of insects that day it happened. Don't let these dumb asses get you down. Oh, I've got to like that one. Oh no, some people tried ripping you off. Classic story, all too familiar in our society. The story of a man denied mac and cheese with no other choices left but to seek out 13-year-olds online to molest. Oh, brilliant. This should be a perfect Hollywood movie script. It is. Get Mel Brooks on it. Well, if he could do. It makes sense. This is how Ted Bundy got started. Someone didn't make him curly fries he loved so much. Oh dear, oh dear. Right, I need to do shit, so I'll read this and then we'll call it a day. I have some great siblings, and I have never idolized them, let alone let my what's that say? Whatever revolve around some fucking mac and cheese. If you sold your house for £8,000, that's because your house was worth approximately £8,000. None of this has to do with you trying to hook up with an underage person. Next time, edit your goddamn video so that we don't hear you clicking on the stop button of whatever shitty webcam software. I don't think that's the biggest problem in this video, Adam. Honestly, your Dateline NBC appearance is the least bothersome thing about this entire video, ironically. Did you do that on purpose? No mac and cheese. Right, okay. Yeah, so let's just have a quick canal 3 years ago. I'll tell you what I'll do before I leave. I'll see what the first comment. Lorne fucking replied. Lorne, I am a behavioural scientist. I think talking with me will help you resolve some anger you have hidden deep within yourself. This is a free offer, let me know. I have been seeing... He's actually replied in a series. I have been seeing a therapist for a while, Jason. I don't think I'll ever stop being so disgusting. Oh my god. Fuck me. I've not seen this before. This is fucking amazing. I have been seeing a therapist for a while, Jason. I don't think I'll ever stop being so disgusted and grossed out by the actions of some of my siblings and some others. Guys, he's never going to stop being grossed out by some people's behaviour. Yup, only my penis is a lot bigger than your finger. Because my penis is bigger than your vagina hole, it will stretch your vagina hole out so it will fit in. The next time my penis goes in, it will fit better and feel better. Are you anxious for my penis to be in your vagina right now? Have you seen the stuff that comes out of my penis? You know the stuff that comes out of my penis? Okay, I'd do something to make the stuff come out of my penis. Comes out of my penis. Then you'll have to suck on my penis. Then I'm going to stick my penis in you. Do you think you'd like sucking on my penis? Do you think you'd like sticking my penis in you? You like sucking on my penis, me licking on sucking on your, and I think you get the fucking message. This is remarkable, isn't it? This is gold. And this is great because I've not seen this before. It's just, do you know what I said earlier about him just believing literally anything that anybody says? He doesn't have an ability to like discriminate or any kind of. It's just fucking unreal, man. It's just something very, very wrong with this human being, like we already know. But I've been seeing a therapist for a while, Jason. I don't think I'll ever stop being so disgusted and grossed out by the actions of some of my siblings and others. Everybody's disgusting except you, Lorne. Wow. Lorne Armstrong, the irony from your comment is astounding. You are the most delusional person I've ever seen. Oh. Can you sell me your trash bin? It's a very nice specimen and I'll give you around $250. My betting is that Lorne will actually try to the my bet is his reply will be something along the lines of, "Yeah, okay, you can buy it." Holy crap, that's some funny shit, lol. Is that actually like him, you know, everyone can change, and I hope that Lorne has changed for the better. I really think he's learned his lesson in life and just wants to move on. I hope you get what you want, Lorne. You already paid your time for your crimes. Thank you. That was irony. Yeah, so good at Melina. What the fuck did I just watch? But really, Lorne, you don't have to tell anyone anything. We already kind of got a good idea how manipulative your siblings are from Sam's interview with Betty. Betty, most of us have a grudging bit of respect for you because you have been able to find and maintain employment. However, that respect ends when you start making excuses for what got you put in jail. I've known plenty of people over the years who haven't been in their right mind and have made some pretty poor choices, many of them coming back from our deployments and drunk themselves to death or worse. You've got a guy here who's done his time in the military, so someone who has a right to an opinion like this. In your phone calls and your chat log, you seem pretty happy with what you were doing and saying, but we can all tell you knew it was wrong. In a previous video, you admitted that you said some disgusting things and exposed yourself to someone you thought was 13. You should just stick with that. Excuses are going to completely overshadow any good you are trying to do with your life. Now that, he didn't even insult him during that there. That's really well written from somebody who's been in the military, which Lorne should respect. Now let's just see what he comes out with, shall we? I'm not giving excuses for anything, Coldwater. People wanted to know about my past and I have given them examples of it. Yes, you are giving excuses, you shit. But it is because of the things that happened in my past that I was unable to think clearly about what I was doing. I'm not giving excuses for anything, but it was things in my past that I was unable to think clearly about what I was doing. So he's contradicting himself. I always try to act happy because I don't like for people to see me upset. You're consistently crying, dude. I don't get an attitude with people when I have had a bad day because those people I'm talking to are not the people that made my day bad, so they don't deserve an attitude from me. What the fuck has that got to do with anything? He's just not addressed anything that he's said. I mean, to be fair, Lorne's reacted better than I thought to that. I thought he was going to call him a piece of shit or something. But he's not addressing anything. He's standing by what he originally said. You know, I couldn't think clearly because of things that happened in my past. Okay, let's see if Lorne says anything. Give me $3,000 and I will make you a pizza for Christmas. Bend over, Joey's cleaning lady. I'll give you a kick in the ass, lol. She's far too old for you, Lorne. He didn't tell us a whole lot after all. Oh, cod. Understand, Andy, you're lucky I'm telling you anything. I don't. Oh, you see what I mean? You're lucky I'm even giving you this. That. I respect you for being so open about things, bud. Thank you, Andy. Lorne Armstrong, you're welcome. Lorne, you should change your identity and move to Canada, start over there. Blah 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 blah. The fact that he was responding to people, just gold. Right, okay. He's just getting icy with people, isn't he? Do you want to know the size of my underwear too? Relax, I'm trying to get some in depth into my life, please? Question mark. It's not really a question. I'll tell you what I want when I want to. You pressuring for more questions is not going to get answers from me. It's virtually impossible not to strongly dislike this guy, isn't it? Thanks for being so open and honest. It makes me feel happy, and I feel lucky that I have such a great family. I still have a decent family, Jimmy. It's just that some are extremely self-centered and stupid. Lol. Oh, fuck you. I think this was the first comment from Father Pete O'Pillia. Father Pete O'Pillia. Lorne, God appreciates the good deeds. Did Lorne respond? Oh, no, he didn't, did he? That's a shame. Right, okay. God, that was interesting, wasn't it? Funny. I'll leave it there anyway. So, yeah, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this little trip into Lorne's comments section. We might do more of these. They're pretty good fun, aren't they? Yeah, so take it easy. I'll speak to you later.